going on YouTube? DJ Cash Money. I watched a couple of other DJs tell a story on how they became a DJ, so I don't mind telling you myself. I started out with a buddy of mine who worked for a Detroit local radio station, and I just started out helping him set up, carry his stuff in. You know, he was a friend of mine. It was, you know, some extra money. And through the months of doing that and watching him do his little setup, you know, watching him gig, watching him play his thing, and it was a learning experience. So one day we were at this club over there on 8 Mile in Detroit, and he was out of the booth, and the song was about to end, and I didn't think he'd make it back in time. So I just got up and I put on the next song. By the time I set the next song in, he was standing in the doorway of the DJ booth and was frowning with a smile. And he said, you know, this you for the rest of the night. So I went on, and I think we had probably about 2.5, 3 hours left. And I went on and did everything for the rest of the night and didn't mess up once, so thank God for that. But that got me to wanting to do more. You know, I watched the crowd. I kept them on a dance floor, which is hard to do. I'm a sound guy, and all my vehicles I gotta have a nice setup, nice sound system, and all that. So I kind of know what the people want. I know what I want to hear. I mean, that's not what I played, but I knew the crowd. I knew what kind of crowd it was. So my choice of musics, it was on point. It was on point to where the dance floor stayed full all night. Even the last call for alcohol came over, and there was still people on the floor. So as time processed, I sat up there and I bought piece by piece. It's not the equipment that I have now, you know. I just bought it all individually. You know, I was working, making good money, and I just started buying them. I think first things I bought was some my main cabinets sits on the poles. I didn't even have a pose at the time, so but I knew I was gonna get it. I knew what my plan was, and if you stick to your game, you gonna get everything that you set out for. You know, you have to research, which what I did. So I think my first set was some bullfrogs, some 15-inch bullfrogs, and if you've been DJing as long as I've been DJing, you know them DJs know what I'm talking about, and them bullfrogs really bang. They really do. Actually, I just got rid of a set a few months ago because they were just sitting. They were just some backups from when I was, you know, doing running amps and all that before I went into the active speaker system. But after the bullfrogs, after I got them, I grabbed me an amp, and then my choice of CD decks was the first one was the American DJ Dual CD deck, and you know, that's where I started from. You know, I set it up in my basement, hooked everything up, and blended pretty good with it. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna go up. It's time to get some single CD decks. So I mean, I was basically taught off some Pioneers 800s. Yeah, the Pioneers 800s. That's what I was taught off of. So, and everybody know how the price of the Pioneers 800s were. And I'm like, you know, I think at that time, I haven't done my own gig, so I didn't want to spend all that money. You know, I think back then they were like $1,200 a piece for the Pioneer 800s. I didn't want to spend $2,400, and I'm not out. I don't have myself out there DJing. So as time persists, I did some research on some decks, and I think the next deck I had got was some Newmarks. I can't remember which one. They were Newmarks, but they were crap to me at that time. That one model. And then I went on and I took them back. You know, they were still under warranty. I just told them, nah, I can't do that. Then I went with these Gemini decks, single decks, and they were pretty good. They were good. You know, they wasn't at the time for scratching and nothing. They just basically did the job. Started getting event after event after event, and things processed on to where I just updated. Just kept updating and updating, changing things, amps, added more speakers and subs. I've done it all now. I've been in this game for almost 20 years now, so I'm not new to this. Just, you know, I maintain DJing on the weekends and working through the week. You know, I got to keep that extra income. It's just good. You know, it's a hobby. I don't do this for the money. I do this because I love it. I love the atmosphere. I love being able to get the people on the dance floor. You know, I don't think I haven't done a gig to where no one has came to me and want to give me props on my choice of music. So I take that to strive, and it makes me as a DJ, you know, feel 100. Because if I can make them happy, then I'm happy. You know, I did a gig yesterday. I'm not gonna even post a video because it was at a church, and this was in one of the worst areas of Atlanta. But it's a good church. Don't get me wrong. The church is just located in a pretty bad area, and they were trying to call the hookers, the streetwalkers, off of the street. So we did it outside in the parking lot, and I took my camera and all that, and said I was gonna do a gig log on it. But the way it looked, they had it set up nice, but I'm like, I don't want to post that type of gig log up on here, so I'm not gonna do that, just for the purpose. You know, it was the church and who they were calling in, because they had a nice turnout, crackheads and all that. But anyway, I kind of got up off the subject. But from my experiences, I'm one of the lucky ones who had someone who know how to do everything, and I'm a very, very quick learner of anything electronic, anything music. So I didn't have any fails. I haven't failed at any gig. I haven't had any equipment issues. You know, so I thank the Lord on that. That's a blessing, you know, because shouts out to DJ C. Smith. I listened to his story, and he went through it. But it taught him, you know what I'm saying? Now you look at him now. For those that don't know DJ C. Smith, check him out on YouTube. Shouts out again. It's a few other ones. Too many to list. I got some friends who done came up. You even got people who's trying. I look at there's some kids on here, and I hope they stay in the game if this is what they want to do. You know, if you become a DJ, don't charge to make money. You charge to get your business out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, one DJ might be this price. You may be $100, $50 cheaper. You know, you got to keep it real with them. Don't be greedy about it, because it'll all come. You know, I don't post all my videos on YouTube. One, because I'm a little too busy doing other things. You know, I'm a photographer. I do some wedding photography too, party photography. That's a whole nother issue, whole nother video. But if you apply your mind to whatever you can, I mean, it's like I said, almost 20 years for me, and I'm not giving it up. I'm not giving it up. This is something that you want. So now, if you haven't seen any of my videos, you know, I got Denon Decks, Hercules RMX is my mixer / sound card. Alto mains and Alto's 18-inch subs. The mains is 800 watts. The subs is 1200 watts each. And I constantly update it. I'm about to do this video of these park can lighting because I'm doing some up lighting, you know, to make things better. You know, you gotta expand, man. I got my lighting video. I told you guys I had a lot of lighting, I have a lot, and I need to do a gig with all of them up if I can get them. But you know, with as many lights as I have, and a few other DJs can relate. You got them people that don't want to pay for all that. You know what I mean? But you don't want to undercut yourself because you know if your stuff go out, they don't have to repair it. You know, you do. So keep it in stride. Just have your backup setups and have your options. You know what I mean? Have your options for your lightings. Keep it 100. And I'll check you guys out in my next video. If you're gonna be a DJ, just do it right. I'm out. Enjoy.